and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Folake Agumbiade, aka the Customer Seductress, and I'm super excited to be back again today. If this is your first time bumping into this channel, super excited to see you. I am so pumped. It's been a while. Forgive the silence. I've been going through a bit of transition in my life and just trying to get through some vibes. But I'm back and I'm fully reloaded. If this is your first time bumping into this channel, do me a quick favor. Look below. There's a red button. That's it. It's in red. Click on it. Yes, you just subscribed. Beside it, there's a bell sign. Click on it again. Yeah. Now you'll get notifications every single time I upload a new video. If you're a frequent returner to this channel, thank you for always coming back. You make what I do pretty amazing. If you're yet to watch the last video on the channel, you need to watch that video because it's going to inspire you. It's about the experience economy. Why we live in the experience economy and how it pertains to you as a business, an enterprise, a career person, or whatever you do in life. Check it out. You will enjoy it. Today we'll be talking about something that came out as a fallout of my session on Clubhouse. If you're a follower on my YouTube channel, you might also want to follow me on Clubhouse. We have a session on Clubhouse every blessed Saturday. The timing is not clear, but if you look for the drama-free room and you follow the room or you follow me, every time I am live on Psychology Saturday, you will be able to enjoy the amazing conversations that go in the room. If you don't have the app, you might want to download it. Today we're talking self-love. The reason why I decided to do this video on self-love is that in the current times that we live in, there's a lot of talk about self-love. It sounds great when you hear those talks, but for many of us, we really don't know what self-love means. How do you love yourself every single day? And why does it matter that you have self-love? Let me start from the very basic. Self-love means you accept yourself fully. Treat yourself with kindness and respect, and nurture your growth and your own well-being. Self-love encompasses not only how you treat yourself, but also the thoughts and feelings that go on in your body, in your mind, in your soul, in your spirit. How do you feel about yourself? So when you conceptualize self-love, for a lot of us, we really don't know what that engagement looks like until we begin to ask ourselves certain questions. When you conceptualize self-love, you now try to imagine what you would do for yourself, how you would talk to yourself, and how you will feel about yourself that reflects love and concern. When you love yourself, darling, you have to have an overall positive view of yourself. This means you feel positive about yourself all the time. I'm sure you're like, Folake, that's unrealistic. The Customer Seductress, what are you talking about? I'll give you a good example. For example, I temporarily feel upset or angry or disappointed with myself. But trust me, I still love myself. If this is confusing to you, let me use other relationships that are probably in your life. I can love my son, my first son. I love him so much. Even though I am angry or disappointed with him, in the midst of my anger and disappointment, my love for him does not change. It doesn't inform how I relate to him. I'm disappointed in my son does not mean I'm not going to give him food. It doesn't mean I'm not going to hug him. It doesn't mean I'm not going to praise him when he does something right. And that's all we're asking you to do when we say exhibit self-love. So if you're asking me this wonderful afternoon, morning, or evening, wherever it is where you are, what does self-love actually look like? Customer seductress, tell me, what does self-love actually look like? I'm going to give you a few examples of how it looks when you're exhibiting self-love. Number one, you say positive things about yourself. I'm smart, I'm intelligent. I say it every single time I get to talk to a crowd. Let me get the elephant out of the room. I'm 6'2", I'm damn pretty, I'm super intelligent, and I am very, 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 very confident. Don't mistake it for being intimidating. It's just who I am. And people laugh, and it's usually my icebreaker any single time I get to talk to people. So you must be able to say positive things about yourself. Number two, you forgive yourself when you mess up. Imperfections are part of life. There are times when we can't help ourselves and we do certain things. I have a very dear friend that always says, oh, if I do certain things, I probably will never forgive myself. I will forgive myself, because that's self-love. Beating myself up for my actions does not mean I'm going to change those actions. I can't turn the hand of the clock back, but I can forgive myself and work on making sure that I don't do those things again. Number three, meet your own needs. Some of us are so fond of meeting everybody's needs, but never your own needs. Really, why would you do that? I don't understand. It will only break your heart if every single time you're meeting everyone else's needs but your own. Meet your needs. Take yourself out. Spend money on yourself. Splurge on yourself. Take care of yourself. Don't feel guilty when you meet your own needs. Even when you have a partner, you have a husband, you have a boyfriend, you have kids. Learn to always be able to meet your needs when you need to. I didn't say your wants. I said your needs. Number four, be assertive. When you want to say no, say no. I have a video here. Say no when you need to say no. Check it out. It will help you, because sometimes you really do need to say no. Be assertive. And it's different from being aggressive. Being assertive is different from being aggressive. It just means you stand up for yourself and you speak truth to power. Number five, don't let people take advantage of you. Don't be that person that everyone dumps on. No. If you are that person that everyone feels comfortable to take advantage or abuse, you are not exhibiting self-love. Number six, prioritize your health or well-being. Your health is important. There are certain things that when you don't do, when it's concerning your well-being, it's going to affect other people around us. And if you are not able to pick your health above everyone else when you need to, there's a serious problem. There was, I think last year, I was going through a mental burnout just before my birthday. I fell asleep while driving and I landed in a ditch. I just told myself, nobody's going to die if I take a few days off. I went back to where I was going to, lock myself in a room and slept for hours. Yes, I just let everything be, because my health and my well-being was important at that point in time. When you're able to pick your health and your well-being first, you've got self-love. Number eight, spending time with people who support and build you and avoiding people who don't. Some of us find it very difficult to avoid people who treat us like trash. You need to be able to avoid such people and surround yourself with the right people who turn your light on. Number nine, if you're able to ask for help, you're exhibiting self-love. You cannot do everything by yourself. Sometimes you need help. Be able to reach out to people. Be vulnerable with people. Let people know what your struggles are, and they will help you. That is when you're exhibiting self-love. Number 10, letting go of grudges and anger that holds you. back. I had to shout on that. Yes, come in a little closer. That anger is tearing you apart. Let it go. That's self-love. Because that person you're angry at is probably living their best life and you are being miserable. So you have to be able to let go of the things that hold you back. Number 11, you are able to recognize your strength. Yeah, you are a strong person and you do not make excuses for that. You embrace it, you wrap your mind around it, and you let it flow. Very important. Nobody should make you feel bad for your strengths. If you feel bad because you have strengths in certain areas, you're not exhibiting self-love. I speak well, unrepentantly so. It's something I've come to embrace. It's something I find very endearing about myself. And I probably, most likely, will enunciate it if anyone asks me about it. What's your strength? I speak well. Yeah, I communicate well. And I have no apologies for that. That is self-love. The next one is making choices. Healthy choices, most of the time. Choosing your well-being includes making healthy choices. What you eat, how you exercise, how you spend your time in terms of staying healthy is exhibiting self-love. The next one is living in accordance with your values, your own values, not anyone else's values. I was at a training a few weeks back and I asked the children, they were teenagers. I said, what are your values? Not the one your parents gave you. And a large majority, in fact, 90% of the children in the room did not have personal values. What are your values? If you don't have values, you're not exhibiting self-love. Being able to live in accordance with your values. I'm a very loyal person. Loyalty is one of my values. I don't keep disloyal people around me. I don't keep people who run me down around me. I don't keep toxic people around me. Those are my values. If I note you out as any of those categories, I'm not for the cancel culture, but I'll get rid of you. One way or the other, I'm going to take you out of my core because it's important for me to have people who have my well-being around me. The next one, I've lost count of the numbers, but I'm sure in my editing, you see right there. You're able to challenge yourself. That is when you're exhibiting self-love. You can drive yourself. You can push yourself. You can get people to push you if you can't push yourself. And you're able to hold yourself accountable as you challenge yourself. And the last but not the least for today on signs that you are exhibiting self-love is no other but being able to notice your own progress and efforts. How well do you notice your progress and your efforts? How well do you acknowledge them? Do you celebrate your wins? I take myself out. When I do a good job, I take myself out. I celebrate myself. I love on myself. I allow myself to enjoy the rewards of what I do. So why do we need to love ourselves? This is going to be a two-part series, so you need to look out for part 2. But before I run, why do you need to love yourself? If you grew up without any role models for self-love or anyone who talks about self-love with the importance of how it is necessary for you to be good to yourself, you might question its value. Well, without self-love, you're most likely to be highly self-critical. You're most likely to let those voices that go on in your head take you over. You will fall into people-pleasing and perfectionism. Life is perfectly imperfect. If you watch my videos on this channel, you will know I always say that. So why do you think you're going to be perfect every single time? If you don't have self-love, you are most likely to tolerate abuse and maltreatment from other people, stay in abusive relationship, neglect your own needs and feelings because you don't value yourself. You may even get to the point of self-sabotage, where you destroy yourself or make decisions that are not in your own best interest. Till I come into your faces sometime very soon, this is a good time to like the video. Like it, like it, like it. Yes, thumbs up. Comment and share this video with your family and friends. I will be back with the part two. So stay glued and make sure you watch the part two because I'll be going into self love, narcissism, and so many other things that you don't want to miss. My name is Folake Agumbiade, aka the Customer Seductress. Subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Love you. Bye.